What do you do when football season is over? If you're a big NFL fan, it's your go-to. Now, what do you rely on? We've got March Madness coming up in less than about a month or so from now, actually. Conference tournaments in college basketball, both on the men's and women's side. The NHL on their Olympic break. The NBA starting to pick up steam a little bit. The regular season, which seems to drag forever, is kind of that's going to start to take center stage once April rolls around. But March Madness is next, and it's a great time to be a sports fan, especially if you're in the state of Michigan. How about the Detroit sports scene and the Michigan sports scene right now? They're all in a great place right now. The Pistons, the best team in the NBA's Eastern Conference right now, 38-13, I believe, 4.5 game lead in the Eastern Conference. The Red Wings, they're still on a playoff push. Hopefully they can break the drought and get to a playoff for the first time, the Stanley Cup playoffs for the first time in 9 years. But how about the college scene in the state of Michigan? Michigan and Michigan State's men's and women's basketball teams. The women's teams are both ranked in the top 13. Michigan, I believe, is ranked 9th. Michigan State is ranked 13th. And how about the men's side? Michigan ranked 2nd. Michigan State ranked 10th, even though they lost to Minnesota. They were able to bounce back with an overtime victory over Illinois to stay in the top 10 at number 10. Michigan, obviously, with those big wins, of course, the win the other day over Ohio State, they're ranked 2nd in the country. And how about hockey? Men's hockey, Michigan State, number 1 in the country after winning on Saturday in the Duel in the D in that Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Michigan State is number 1. Michigan, although they won in overtime against Michigan State in Yost on Friday night with that big comeback after spotting the Spartans a 3-1 lead, they fall to 2. They flip-flop, and look at the defending national champions, Western Michigan, right there at number 4. And Michigan Tech is at number 17, so keep an eye on them as well. As, again, college hockey really is at the forefront here in the state of Michigan. 4 teams looking at getting in the national tournament. And one other thing to keep an eye on, now that football season is over, the unofficial start to spring, even though it may not look like it in a lot of parts of the country, is tomorrow. Spring training, pitchers and catchers report tomorrow for spring training. Detroit starts on Wednesday. That eternal hope for everybody. Everybody starts out with a clean slate. Everybody's going to go to spring training, hoping to go to the World Series. You never know anymore. Parity, who knows? Detroit looking pretty good with Framber Valdez signing. They've got Tariq Skubal, Detroit's 1-2 punch, one of the best, if not the best, in the American League. And also, they'll challenge the LA Dodgers for pitching staff right now in Major League Baseball. But hope springs eternal. Speaking of Detroit sports, something that just came out a little while ago here, kind of wanted to bring to your attention. The Red Wings and the Tigers, they're going to break away from FanDuel Sports as of right now, as a matter of fact. Well, the regular season this year in the playoffs, the current season, the Red Wings and the Pistons will still stay with FanDuel. But the Tigers, starting with the 2026 season, are going to go with this Major League Baseball package, along with the Red Wings, starting in 26-27. Not sure what the Pistons are going to do yet, but Illich Sports and Entertainment announced today that the Red Wings and the Tigers are going to break away from FanDuel, and they're going to partner up with Major League Baseball, their streaming service, starting with the 2026 regular season and with spring training. No news yet on what it's going to do for subscription prices or packages or whatever. As of right now, things are going to stay the same as far as being able to watch it on cable over regular TV and your streaming services. Don't know if the price is going to jump up. Don't know exactly where it's all going to end there. But one wonders what's going to happen with FanDuel. If they go into bankruptcy, that would be the tough part for the Red Wings and Pistons fans. They may be dropped before the regular season's over this year and the playoffs start. That would be our luck if you're a Red Wings fan trying to watch them through the playoffs. You could probably watch them through ESPN Plus, but the local areas are blacked out here in the state of Michigan. So a lot is in flux with that. So again, the Red Wings and the Tigers breaking away from FanDuel Sports. Illich Sports and Entertainment announcing today that they're going to break away from them effective the 2026 season for Major League Baseball. They're going to team up with Major League Baseball and the Red Wings in the 26-27 season. Not sure what the Pistons are going to do, but for the Red Wings and the Pistons, they're as of right now, the regular season games and playoffs will still stay with FanDuel unless they go bankrupt or something serious happens again. The regional sports scene bleeding money right now, hemorrhaging costs. Not surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if we see them go bankrupt, but that would really leave things up in the air for the Red Wings and the Pistons at the end of this regular season coming up. Not sure again what the ticket packages or whatever the subscription packages or prices or whatever are going to be, but they say you're still going to be able to access the Tigers through cable and the streaming services. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.